Hi everyone, welcome to my MWM video, Model With Me, in which I will be modeling a NARS mascara. So first I'm going to add a reference so I know what I'm working with. I don't want to work blindly or guess as I go. Scale it down. I don't want the mascara to be too big because then it affects my lighting and everything else. Then I'm going to add a circle. Scale it down in edit mode. And I'm just going to extrude the sides, add some loop cut, make it conform to the shape as the one in the reference image. So after adding the loop cuts, I'm going to select all those faces and extrude along normals, which is different from just simply extruding and scaling at the same time. I select this edge and fill that in. I to insert, add some loop cut, and do the same for the top as well. Extrude up here for the start of our stick for the mascara. Add some loop cut, extrude again, and stop right here where we will be having the brush. Insert faces, add loop cut. Selecting this edge, I'm going to duplicate that P by selection and bring it over to this other side for the base of our mascara. Doing the same, extrude along normals. And add loop cuts, scale, just add loop cuts along as I go, extrude and follow the reference image and shape. Now to add the spiral thing around the lid for the closing and opening, I'm going to add some loop cuts. Using the knife tool, I'm going to cut around the vertices till I have the spiral I want for the twist. K is the hotkey for knife tool. I'll select the rest of the edges and dissolve those. Selecting the one I created, I'm going to separate by selection and convert to curve. Tweak with the settings until you have the size you want. This is fine by me. With that, the work for that is done. Adding a plane, I'll scale it down to the size of the emitter for the brush hair. Delete these vertices, I have just those two. Using the screw modifier, I'll tweak with the steps and the screw and iteration until I have what I'm happy with, and something like this. Duplicate and save that for backup. Applying the modifier, I'm going to merge by distance. Selecting the connected vertices, SZ0 to level the ragged edges along the Z-axis, knife tool to cut through it and dissolve the unneeded edge, reason being that we prefer polygons to tries and we have a try over here. Do the same for the top as well. Now we're going to use the particles, hair, tweak the settings, work with the seeds, the children using simple, work with the hair shape, the radius, just tweak through the settings, the clump, and make sure that what you're getting is what you're aiming to achieve. Duplicating the edges of our base for the emitter, we will convert it to curve and duplicate that, rotate it 180 in the z-axis to have double spirals connected. Using the spin tool, we're going to do the same by extruding SZ0 again. Bring your cursor to the center where you want the spin to happen around. Holding Alt, select the edge where you want the spin to happen from and rotate. Do the same for the bottom. And there we have the spiral. Add your modifiers, bevel, auto smooth. Do the same for all 3 or 4 of your objects. Add lattice to your scene. Tweak the resolution. Add lattice modifier to your emitter and then link your brush emitter to the lattice in the scene. That way you're able to shape your brush hair into whatever mold or shape you want the brush to have. Add some material, add some texture, image texture, and some bump map nodes. Texture your object. Set up your scene. I skipped that part. With the asset library, you can get yourself whatever background you want. You can reuse a scene from your previous work. And this is the final render. Thank you guys for hanging out with me to the end. Do let me know in the comment below what you think of my composition and my final render. Like and subscribe for more. Bye!